Welcome to the stomach of Italy and one of her most elegant cities, Bologna. This learned city is the capital of Emilia-Romagna, a province of great beauty, where the Apennine Mountains and the Adriatic coast meet. Bologna is home to Europe's very first university and still supports a thriving student population, keeping the heart and pace of the town young and vibrant. Bologna is also the home to Italian communism and the birthplace of Marconi and radio. But more important than all that, this is where you will find one of Italy's great baristas and some very fine cafes. This is a great coffee destination. The first thing you'll notice about Bologna is the unusual reddish colour of its buildings. With a population of approximately 400,000, this is one of the most compact and organised cities in all of Italy. It's a great place to wander, to see the statues and ancient monuments in each piazza. In Bologna, you can feel the funky vibe created by the city's many university students. Bologna is also a place that has spent hundreds of years perfecting coffee, and nowhere is the Italian passion for food more obvious. These educated locals are always hungry for new innovation, and that seems especially true when it comes to brewing a good cup of coffee. The students here thrive on coffee as it stimulates the mind, with most relying on the convenience of their own domestic machine. In the heart of this red city, near the Leaning Towers, you will find an iconic coffee shop called Caffè Terzi. This tiny cafe is home to Manuel Terzi, one of the most knowledgeable baristas in all of northern Italy.
We met some coffee growers, coffee planters, and they make me try a wonderful coffee from Ethiopia. And then began love. It was a very difficult choice to me. Open a coffee shop only with tea and coffee. It was very difficult because first of all I have to eat today, tomorrow, and so on. So I saw that the most important became very soon the coffee in our coffee shop. So I decided to stop selling wine. And nowadays we have only tea and coffee. We have no sparkling drinks, no wine, no whiskey or cognac or other drinks. Only tea and coffee.
The mood in this coffee church is serene and the decor elegant. Manuel displays his many coffee diplomas. He loves to explain coffee to his customers, not just serve them.
The right weight of the coffee is really important, because if the quantity is too high, the coffee will be burned. If the quantity is too low, the coffee could be under-extracted and so too light. Also, take away the used coffee is really important, as you know. To prepare a good espresso, as a friend of mine, an American friend of mine, says, is tap, tamp, and twist. Tap, tamp, and twist. As you can see, the falling of the coffee is, remember, the tail of a mouse.
For many of his regulars, sugar is added to the cup prior to the coffee being poured. Manuel believes that sugar is essential to enhance the bitter flavours. He also believes that placing the sugar in the cup first makes the coffee taste less acidic and gives it more of a syrupy texture.
And in my opinion, if a coffee is really excellent, you can mix sugar and coffee without spoon, because the spoon changes the flavors of my coffee.
Is that right?
Yeah, steel is silver, Anyway, you can even have a strong flavor in your coffee.
Now you've put sugar in this already.
Yeah.
And you're saying I don't need to stir it.
You have to taste it in this way, round and round in your cup, smell it, and then round it again, and smell it again. And when you see that the aromas, the flavors don't grow up anymore, you can begin to taste it. Meanwhile, I could...
Oh, that's really good. This is, without question, the place to come for the perfect cup of coffee or tea, and an education on all aspects of their treatment. It seems appropriate that such a coffee aficionado would base himself here in intellectual Bologna. When coffee was introduced into Europe, it was believed its stimulating properties helped focus the mind, and thus coffee became known as the drink of intellectuals. In contrast to the dark, dingy taverns of those times, the new cafes were bright and airy, often beautifully decorated with fine furnishings. This stylish attitude towards coffee still applies today, especially here in Bologna. Being the home to so many students, Bologna is full of funky cafes and eateries. One of the funkiest of all is the New Lounge, located near the central square. The quirky modern interior of this cafe certainly seems to reflect a youthful exuberance. New Lounge is also infamous for its coffee cocktails and pre-dinner drinks, both favourites of Bologna's student population, some of whom recommended I try a special coffee cocktail made by Gino, one of the hippest bartenders in all of Bologna. Can you please make me something with coffee?
Yeah, perfect. 1 second.
Vodka.
Yeah?
Like vodka.
You like vodka?
Vanilla.
Yeah. Coffee? Ice.
Bit of a spin.
Got that on the top?